Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today on another photo walk. I got Ellie with me again. She was being such a good girl yesterday. I wanted to take her out again. I tell you, it gets a little colder each day I come out. Wow, but I'm at Burke Lake Park and wow, I see a white duck over here. And of course, this is the day I don't bring the 75mm, right? I said, I want to try and shoot with the 25mm this time. And, you know, because I've gone on the last 8 photo walks that I've had have been with the 75mm. And that's because it's a lens I don't use very much. And this is another one I hardly ever use, the 25mm. This one, today I have the Panasonic 25F 1.7. Which I always tell people, you know, it's fine for photography. You know, if you're when you use this on an Olympus camera, the only time you really have any problem is when you're doing video and continuous autofocus. Then it's a little slow and laggy and sometimes it misses, but for most of us, you know, we're doing photography and this lens, I feel like it's every bit as sharp as the Olympus version at like half the price. They're just too far away for me to get any kind of shot with them. But right here, there's a tree with all the roots exposed. So this might be a good shot. If you hear Ellie whining, she's anxious to get moving because I keep stopping to take a picture. I'm going to compose these 2 trees together so that the roots down here are framing this tree and the roots on this side are leading your eyes up to the first tree. So I think this is a nice composition. Just go a little bit lower. Now, when I was here last year, they had a lot of ferns, sort of, I don't know, around there somewhere. What I like about this park is they have a lot of plants that grow sort of low to the ground. Like the only one I really know are these ferns over here. And I'd like to find a patch of ferns, but as you can see, there's all kinds of plants that just grow very low to the ground. I wish these were a little tighter packed so I could get them together. But I think right there might be all right with the tree coming out and then the plants kind of surrounding it. So let's see what I can do with that. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get one big leaf kind of in front, put the tree onto the left thirds, and something like this I think will look pretty good. I didn't know these things bloom. And the 25mm has a really close focusing distance, so I can get right in here. I don't like all this background, it's very busy, so I think what I'll do is I'll point up and get some of that leaf to be the primary part of the background. So something like this I think will work. I don't normally shoot with the 25mm because it's just not wide enough for me. My lens preferences are like 17, 12, 8, something wide, especially when I come out to like woodland type photography, you know, here in the park. And 25 just, even for street photography, it's just not wide enough, you know, because I like architectural type things and I can't get the whole building in. Now you may have noticed that I have a lens hood on here, but there's also a couple of step rings because today I put on my polarizer, which was suggested by one of my viewers in the last video. I have like 5 or 6 polarizers, all different sizes, but I couldn't find one to fit this lens exactly. So that's why there's so many step rings. And that's another thing I never do, is use a polarizer. I use my ND filters time to time, but polarizer, it's been a while since I've took one of those out. Actually, this is a pretty nice scene here. A couple of benches leading out to the water. See how this frames up. Nah. Actually, it's kind of a boring scene because there's nobody sitting there and there's just not much going on, so I think I'll skip it. Sometimes it's really hard to find things that you can isolate when you're in relatively generic woods, right? Wow, that's an interesting trunk. There's nothing inside of it. It might be kind of nice if there were some leaves inside, like colored leaves, but I mean, sometimes I look for patterns and texture that might make for an interesting shot, but somehow that just didn't have enough to it. Here we have some more cut logs. Let me just see how this looks in the viewfinder. Yeah, this has got potential. I don't know. Maybe a vertical. Yeah, I don't like this log right here, but let me try come over the other side. Nope. I just need to get in here. I'm gonna get lower. Let's try this. I'm not quite getting the shallow depth of field I want, so I'm gonna just move in closer and see if I can improve on that. I might have to sacrifice some of the framing of these 2 trees that were on the left and right, but we'll see. All right, let's see how this looks now. Yeah, that's a little better. Now we can really see the textures and the grains of these logs. Let's try something right in here. There's a woodpecker on the ground over there. I mean, the other day it was ducks sitting on the ground sleeping, and now there's a woodpecker. Oh, he's moved. You know, the one day I don't bring out my 75 or 300mm, you know. You know what's going to happen next is I'm going to see a UFO in the sky, and it's just going to be a little dot, blurry, because I brought a 25mm. This is why I don't like the 25mm. This is a nice scene here, but there's a little green herring kind of walking on the water there. But yeah, next time I come out here, I'm bringing my 75 to 300. But you don't go out birding with a 25mm. Oh, I'm starting to see a few ferns along the trail here. This right in here I kind of like. The fern's just growing up right behind this branch. I think this might make good shot. I'm gonna try this. But this little fern or plant, whatever this is, I think there's a couple of shots here. We can do one from like above. How about here? It's not too bad. Maybe a vertical. I'd like to catch the length of these. Ooh, I like this. I think something like this will look good in black and white. Let me try this. I'm gonna see if I can get a shot with some water in it, because I mean, I'm at a lake after all, right? I brought a polarizer filter. Allie actually hates the water. But anyhow, is there anything here? Maybe this tree stump? I mean, it's kind of an interesting tree, but I just don't see anything. Well, ooh, there's a little blue bottle here. And a tiny fern. I wonder if I can make use of this. Ellie's gonna check it out and let me know. I don't think she approves, but I'm gonna try. There's a little tiny fern growing right next to this blue bottle. Oh, I like how this looks. Can I angle it? I love these colors. Well, I'm glad I walked down here. I would have never seen that bottle. I was trying to go for a water shot, you know, with the lake, but I really didn't see anything, but I saw that bottle. That was cool. I saw a group of ferns right over here that I'm gonna try and get a shot of. You know, sort of a top-down kind of look. And it's kind of mixed in with all these flowers. And there's this branch here too, which might add something to it. Let's see what we can do here. All right, so I need to go pretty high aperture because I want to get maximum depth of field on these. Hopefully the shutter speed will stay up there. I don't want anything blurry because the wind is blowing. All right, I kind of branched off on another trail because I really want to try and get a shot of the lake somehow. It's over here that I want to try and get. I mean, there's this opening's a little bit narrower, which I like. And then there's an opening here, even narrower. I think this will be all right. Okay, that's not working. It's actually a little bit too busy. Let me pan around. Ooh, how about here? What if I, let me rotate the polarizer and see what I get here. Yeah, maybe about right there. Let's try that. All right, I'm gonna try and get one more shot. I was walking by and I just saw this opening here, and there's all these little tiny birds flying. I guess they're swallows. I mean, they're probably smaller than the size of my hand. But yeah, that's gonna be impossible with a 25mm, but I like the leaves right here on this tree hanging over the water. So I'm gonna try and frame it. I might be able to get a little blue sky in there, I'm not sure, but let's see how this looks through the EVF. I think if I have some of the bigger leaves here in the frame on the left side, it'll balance out with everything on the right. Can I get any blue sky? No. Although that is nice. Maybe I'll come, no. If I come too low, then the trees in the background cut into this sort of silhouette of the leaves in the foreground. Maybe a vertical? No, then it's not balanced. Oh, there's a little bit of sunlight coming in. I'm gonna get a shot here and then Yeah, I'm gonna get a shot here while the sun's here, and then, but I'm gonna have to go landscape. All right, everyone, thanks for joining me on another photo walk today, and I really appreciate you taking time out of your day and spending it with me. Hopefully you like the pictures. If so, you know, click the like button. If you'd like to see more videos like this, consider subscribing to the channel. And if you're already subscribed and like to support the channel, there'll be links below to buy me a coffee or make a donation. But either way, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.